Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to Candy's Cozy Couch. My name is Candace, and my nickname is Candy. That's how I came up with that really flappy and fluttery name. At least I think it's pretty flappy and fluttery. All right. Could you tell by the words I use? This story is probably going to have something to do with some birds or something that flies. But we got to get through the formalities first. I'm breaking out the bongos so we can do the checklist. Decided to have Mr. Penguin here. Don't worry, Bear is still off to the side. So now I've got all these guys. So here we go. It's time for the checklist. 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 Just like this. All right. Enough of that. Boys and girls, did you have a terrific day today? I did. Check. Did you have a great dinner? Are your bellies all full and satisfied? Check. I came home and cooked today, so I would say that's a check for me. Boys and girls, did you have a family chat or a conversation or a powwow with your family members either during, before, or after dinner? Check. How about something cool and exciting and new and refreshing and different? Did you do something special today? Check. Did you also get your homework done? That on the weekend brain exercise, it might be the weekend, but you still gotta do a little homework, keep that mind going. Check. Did you help out around the house? Teamwork makes the dream work. Did you clean up? Clean up. Check. Did you pick out your PJs that you're going to wear tonight and also pick out the clothes that you're going to be wearing for tomorrow? Get ahead of the game. Check. Did you take a bath or a shower? Is your body fresh and clean? Check. Did you dry off really good and put on lotion so that your skin can be soft and smooth? Check. Did you brush your teeth, the top and the bottom, all around and all throughout the mouth, and floss? And rinsed out with a mouth rinse and kill all those germs and bacteria in the mouth? Check. Did you clean your ears and clean out your nostrils if necessary? Gotta keep it all good, boys and girls. Check. Did you wash your hair, brush your hair, comb your hair, wrap up your hair, do something with your hair? Check. Did you take one last opportunity to go to the bathroom to pee or poo before you go to bed so that you don't have to get up in the middle of the night, hopefully? Check. Did you take your nighttime meds if necessary and or any vitamins that you take at nighttime? Again, confer with your parents and make sure things are good on that. Check. Did you turn on your night light? Make sure you see in case you do need to get up in the middle of the night. Check. How's your bedroom? Are your bedrooms clean? Did you clean up your bedroom? Don't go to bed in a messy room. Check. Story time. I got one for you, but did you get a chance to read a story, or did someone in your family read a story to you? Bedtime stories are the best way to get ready to venture off into dreamland, so don't skip out on that. But I got you covered. Check. Did you give your I love yous, hugs, kisses, and smooches to your family members and pets that live in the house with you? As well as if you have any guests like your neighbors, best friends, and other relatives, show them some love too. Check. Got your cuddle buddies? You can see I got a bunch of them. I'm going to grab 3 of them. They are with me and I'm holding on to them. Check. Now get on in bed and get settled in and get comfy and cozy. And before you drift off into dreamland and after the story, or before, it's up to you. But don't forget, most importantly, to say your prayers. If you did not say your prayers, make sure you say your prayers before you go to sleep. Check. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Boys and girls, tonight's story is another I can read it all by myself beginner's book story. It's called Flap Your Wings. I told you it was going to be flappity and by P.D. Eastman. Yes, indeed. I'm going to skip this part, but I'm going to show you it. And we're going to get right to the story. Flap your wings and fly away. Flap your wings. Okay, I guess you guys get the point on the title tip. So here we go. An egg lay in the path. And I hope don't nobody run it over. A boy came down the path. He saw the egg. He looked around. He saw flamingos and frogs and turtles and alligators. Whose egg is this? He called. But nobody answered. Well, just nobody gonna answer, huh? Well, it's a nest up above. Y'all see that? It's a nest up there. You see that nest? Maybe it belonged to them. But might not be nobody in the nest right now. Then the boy looked up. Aha! He saw an empty nest in a tree. Here is an egg without a nest, he said, and there is a nest without an egg. The boy climbed the tree. He put the egg in the nest. Then he went away. Good Samaritan, way to go, returning that egg back to its home. At least that we hope that's its home. Mr. and Mrs. Bird came home. They were surprised to find an egg in their nest. That's not our egg. Uh-oh, said Mrs. Bird. Look how big it is. But it is an egg. It's in our nest, said Mr. Bird. If an egg in your nest, you sit on it and keep it warm. It doesn't matter whose egg it is. All right, said Mrs. Bird, but I wonder what kind of bird will come out of this egg. Huh. So that really wasn't their egg? But that was very common logic for the little boy. They took turns keeping the egg warm. First, Mrs. Bird sat on it, then Mr. Bird sat on it, and sometimes, because it was so big, they both sat on it. Yes, all right, well, I love that they're doing their due diligence. They're going to take care of the egg anyway. One day, Mrs. Bird heard a squeaking noise. Help, she said. This egg is squeaking. Squeak, 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 squeak. Mr. Bird came back to the nest. He listened to the egg. The egg is not squeaking, he said. It's our baby that is squeaking. He is ready to come out of the egg. Mr. and Mrs. Bird waited. Squeak, 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 squeak. Okay. The egg started to crack. Then it cracked some more. Squeak, 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 squeak. Scratch, scratch, crackle, crackle. Uh-oh, what's happening? And there was the baby. Mr. Bird was very excited. It's Junior, he shouted. What a beautiful baby. Oh, Lord. Y'all not going to believe this. Boom, boom, boom. That don't look like no kind of bird. That is not a bird. What is that? Junior opened his mouth. It was a big mouth. It was full of teeth. That's the funniest looking baby I ever saw, said Mrs. Bird. Something is wrong. I don't think he's our baby at all. He's in our nest, so he must be ours, said Mr. Bird. His mouth is open. That means he's hungry. When your baby is hungry, you feed him. Mr. and Mrs. Bird went away to get some food for Junior. Oh, they're going to raise it anyway. Is that an alligator or a crocodile? Is it a alligator? Is it a crocagator? Because I always get them mixed up. Woo, big mouth. Mr. Bird brought a pink worm. Mrs. Bird brought a green one. Junior ate both worms in one gulp. Then he opened his mouth wide again. We have to get Junior into lots more to eat, said Mr. and Mrs. Bird. That's the truth, because that particular animal requires more than a regular old bird. And it's not going to be able to fly. Hour after hour, day after day, they brought food for Junior. Mrs. Bird got berries and cherries. She got butterflies and caterpillars. She got dragonflies and mosquitoes. She got ladybugs and tiger beetles. Poor bugs. They're like, oh, dog it, we gotta be eaten. Oh man, but those are some cool names, huh? Remember we read about the bugs? Yes, indeed. Mr. Bird got crickets and spiders. He got grasshoppers and snails. He got red ants. He got black ants. He got centipedes too. Wow, everything, huh? Just gonna feed them the whole entire bug population, apparently. I feel like they eat more than bugs, though. What kind of bird eats so much? Said Mr. Bird. It doesn't matter, said Mr. Bird. He's still hungry, and we have to feed him. Weeks went by, Junior never stopped eating, and he never... I'm going to tell you what the rest of the never is as soon as I show you these pictures, and then turn the page. And he never stopped growing. He grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Now he ain't even fitting in. Oh, Lord, I'm surprised the tree branch hasn't broken yet. He is not fitting in the nest anymore. Look at how big it's getting. Yeah. Mrs. Bird pushed and pushed. Mr. Bird showed Junior how to fly. Jump into the air like this, he said, then flap your wings. But he don't have no wings. Oh, no. Oh, this is not going to be good. Junior got ready. He took a big breath and jumped up, up, up into the air he went. Flap your wings, yelled Mrs. Bird. Flap your wings, yelled Mr. Bird. Oh, poor thing. What's going to happen? Oh, it's going to be a hard fall. Unless he miraculously flies. Junior flapped and flapped, but it didn't do any good. He didn't have any wings. Down, down, down went Junior. Down into the water. Splash! Oh, thank goodness. He landed in the environment where he's supposed to be in the first place. Wonderful. Because I didn't want him to land hard on the ground. Well, I'm glad he landed in the water. Oh, yay. It was cool and wet in the water. It was just right for Junior. And I think Junior actually found his mom and his family. Would you look at there? But shout out to the birds. The birds came in handy. You know what I'm saying? They came in clutch. You know, said Mrs. Bird, I don't think Junior was a bird at all. It doesn't matter, Mr. Bird said. He's happy now, and just look at him swim. Oh, yay. So the birds are content. They're just like, hey, we did our part. We helped out. And that is the end. Well, with much flapping going on, seeming that alligator, crockett alligator, I'm not sure which one it was. But it definitely wasn't a bird. Didn't have no wings to fly anyway. But he landed in the water, which was good, yay. And saw his mom and siblings, and oh, that's wonderful. Oh, happy ending. Anyway, boys and girls, that's enough for tonight. Something to think about, huh? I love how the birds, even though that wasn't their egg, they still did all they could to help that baby come. And it showed up indeed. Yes, it did. And I love how the little boy found the egg. It seemed logical that it went in the nest, and since the nest was empty, he did his due diligence to put that egg in the nest. But I don't know where when he asked all the animals whose egg it was, didn't nobody say nothing. I feel like one of them was there sitting there just not saying nothing, and they should have said something because it was their egg. But that's beside the point. I'm talking too much. All right, boys and girls, the best part is when I get to be quiet, right? Yep. And you get to go to dreamland. So are you ready? Checklist is done, right? We'll get in bed, tuck in, snug as a bug in a rug. You know how it goes. Safe and sound and protected in your home where you should be. And just close your eyes. You don't need to see nothing except the back of the eyelids. Whisper to yourself what you would like to dream about. You ain't got to be loud. Just keep it to yourself. It's your dream. And then relax your body. Lay still. Melt into your blankets and your pillows and your mattresses and just allow your body to go limp so that you can drift off to sleep and dream your special dream. All right, get to it. You can do it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.